I ain't gonna lie. I literally have zero idea as to why I have not been dropping videos, bro. I have no excuses. I'm not gonna sit here and dwell on it. We just gonna get right back into it like we never left. Keep the grind going, keep the grind strong. Right after I'm done uploading these videos, I'm gonna hop on the game. I'm gonna stream. I've been distracted. I've been distracted. It's not, you know what I'm saying? That's just an excuse, though. You feel me? I can't get distracted. You know what I'm saying? So, we just, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep on keeping on, bro. Let's get into the video.
Doing what I'm supposed to. Why you acting brand new? Girl, I want the old you. All these hoes in my DM, but somehow I chose you. I can tell you something's wrong, girl, you know I know you. Doing what I'm supposed to.
I hope y'all didn't just hear me moving the fuck out of my microphone, but we gonna see. Right now, we got top 10 Spider-Man ripoffs, bro. Was trying to do this video since like 2 weeks ago. I have a bunch of videos in my watch later. We about to just react to all of those because I was supposed to been react to those. I literally don't be watching YouTube videos no more. I put them in my watch later to do videos on, but I have been kind of busy at the same time, so I'm talking too much. Y'all don't care. Let's get to the video.
Taking a look at the box office for No Way Home recently, you might have noticed that the world loves Spider-Man. So
Hell
it makes
yeah.
sense
Spider-Man's
that
the
there will
GOAT.
also be a
Simple.
lot of heroes obviously inspired by him, which makes today's list the top 10 Spider-Man ripoffs. Let's hop right into it, shall we? Coming in at number 10, we've got an honorable mention with DC Comics' The Tarantula.
I've never heard
Now,
of that.
this character only gets to be an honorable mention on this list because he actually predates Spider-Man, first appearing in 1941, which technically could be argued makes Spider-Man a tarantula ripoff, especially considering the fact he also had a web shooter, although in this case looking like a literal pistol. With Spider-Man going on to become the much more popular character, later depictions of the tarantula would draw inspiration from the famous wall crawler. However, while Spider-Man may share some similarities with the initial Golden Age version of the character, the tarantula these days is best known as a violent female assassin, also known as Catalina Flores, most frequently coming into conflict with Nightwing. Nevertheless, being one of
Okay, so like they kind of, I feel like they low key changed the character up because of Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man was so popular, I feel like they low key changed the character up, bro. That's what I feel like.
the first spider-themed heroes definitely earns the original tarantula a spot on this list. Coming in at number 9, we've got another honorable mention from Spider-Man's own life.
The Scarlet
It's
Spider?
Ben Reilly,
What?
aka the Scarlet Spider,
How was that a
aka
Spider-Man
the
ripoff?
infamous clone of Peter Parker. Originally
Bro, that's
created
not
by
a Spider-Man.
supervillain
It's
Rick
literally
Jackal,
Spider-Man.
calling both
That's not a
Gwen
ripoff.
Stacy and Spider-Man, this clone would go on to adopt its own unique name of Ben and the moniker of the Scarlet Spider, with a slightly unique costume that added a hoodie to the traditional.
I ain't gonna lie, I mess
Spider-Man
with this
outfit.
costume. I do
While
mess with this
initially
costume. I've
clashing
always
with
messed with the
original
Scarlet
Spider-Man,
Spider's costume,
the
bro.
Scarlet Spider would go on to become a powerful ally during the 90s, even replacing the actual Peter Parker for a while as the only Spider-Man, with his own updated costume as well. So, does he still count as a ripoff after all of that?
Oh.
We'll let the comment section
He's
figure
not
that
a
out.
ripoff. He's
Coming
literally
in at
a
number 8,
Spider-Man.
we have
I don't.
DC Comics'
know.
most obvious Spider-Man reference, the
Bug?
hero of Earth 8, known
Bug is crazy.
simply as Bug.
Bug is
Hailing
actually
from a
crazy.
universe that's deliberately
What the
designed to
fuck?
be filled with references to the rival Marvel universe, Bug is apparently such a famous hero that he has his own movie series with the tagline, "The hero you..."
Yo, that looks like the Batman Who Laughs. Look, hold on. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all not really comic book people like that. That's probably what the Batman Who Laughs was inspired off of. This is the Batman Who Laughs. If y'all ain't know. Yeah, but y'all see like the similarities? Like y'all know, you see what I'm talking about? Like they got the chain, all that. That's probably what the inspiration was off that. The Batman Who Laughs is kind of a recent comic that came out too.
Complete with a Gwen Stacy-esque girlfriend named Kirsten and a pumpkin-themed villain named Halloween, Bug couldn't be a more obvious Spider-Man reference if he tried. Coming in at number 7, no list of weird rip-off
Stealth the
characters
Hedgehog.
would be complete without some representation from the Sonic the Hedgehog universe with
Yo. Hello? What happened? My crib. Yeah, I'm making a YouTube video right now, but yeah, Jordan's on right now too, so just let me know when you get home. Alright, bet. But I swear, it's every time I'm doing something, people call me, bro. When I'm not doing
Stealth
nothing,
Hedgehog.
nobody calls
That's
my
right.
phone,
The
bro.
Archie Comics Sonic series has a multiverse and continuity
Oh, it's
almost as
Sonic?
complex as some of the big superhero publishers. And in one of the alternate Sonic realities of this Archie Comics multiverse, Sonic for some reason had to wear a superhero costume while saving all of his animal friends. With the suit obviously being inspired by Spider-Man's own costume and Sonic already having the habit of running up walls, it isn't hard to see that Stealth the Hedgehog is just a little bit Spidey inspired. Still
I
not
don't know
sure why
about
a
that.
hedgehog needs a secret identity.
I mean, I get.
Coming
Now,
in
I
at
don't
number
know.
6, we have
I don't know about that one. Because it's not like he has webs and he runs up walls and he's literally just wearing a spandex suit. And the eyes are like white like that because Sonic's eyes are white. So I wouldn't say that one. That I don't know. I've never seen that. I've never even seen that version of Sonic, so I wouldn't know. But I wouldn't say that that was a Spider-Man ripoff.
of Derek James, aka the DC superhero Sideways.
Well, it's gonna be
Now,
all
I could
mostly
list all
DC
the
superheroes,
similarities
bro.
that
DC, what
Spider-Man and
y'all
Sideways
ripping
have
off
as
Spider-Man
solo
for?
teenage superheroes, but honestly, just look at this guy's mask. There's no way he's not directly inspired by Spidey. Luckily, however, Sideways does have enough of a unique power set to stand out, despite his very similar costume. He's capable of creating unique rifts in space-time that allows him to both teleport within his own dimension or travel to different dimensions entirely.
Yo, my boy can travel through dimensions and shit. He on some crazy. He actually valid. He actually valid.
Sideways is an up-and-coming hero in training, still learning how to properly use his abilities, but maybe someday he can continue and become an icon like Spider-Man. Coming in at number 5, we've got another cartoon reference with Danny Phantom. Replace the word spider with ghost, and you can basically copy and paste most of Spider-Man's defining features into the character of Danny Phantom. As a young teenage boy named Danny Phantom,
I mean, that do make sense. That do make sense, like how Spider-Man got his powers and how Danny Phantom got his powers, and like the way they have to like basically live two separate lives, like two different lives. I guess that's what he's trying to reference. I don't know. I guess
was accidentally granted ghost-themed superpowers. He has to fight as a disguised superhero against an army of evil ghosts, all while preventing his family from finding out that he's spending his spare time.
Ain't I a goat? You see how I just predicted everything he was about to say? Ain't I just a goat? Come on
as
now.
a superhero. Luckily, Danny Phantom was a pretty well-written show and managed to set itself apart with its unique ghost-themed villains.
Hey, Danny Phantom,
Danny
W
Phantom
shows,
stand
bro.
out as
W
one of
shows, bro.
Nickelodeon's
One of the best shows that, like,
coming in at number 4, we have the DC villain Black Spider. At first glance, Black Spider might seem like a bit of a stretch compared to others on this list. Sure, his costume is a bit similar, but in the comics, Black Spider's backstory is completely different, usually revolving around him being a heavily armed assassin and merely being as deadly as a spider. However, in the Young Justice animated series, Black Spider was taken in a new direction to be more obviously a villainous interpretation of Spider-Man, complete with web-related weaponry, and even being voiced by Josh Keaton, the voice of Peter Parker from the fan-favorite Spectacular Spider-Man TV show.
That show was valid.
For DC to make
that show was
Spider-Man a bad guy, don't you think? Coming in at number 3, we have Jamie Reyes, aka the Blue Beetle.
Huh?
While his adventures with Young Justice in the comics have led to the Blue Beetle being much more of a standalone hero than some of the other entries on this list, you have to admit there's a decent amount of obviously inspired crossover between the two characters. Both are primarily known for being younger heroes, both are known for being sarcastic and relatable, both have obvious bug themes, and both have had extended adventures with an alien suit covering their body, even if Jamie's situation is a bit more permanent. All of this is to say that the Blue Beetle shows how a hero inspired by Spider-Man can grow into their own unique individual. Coming in at
I guess
number
that
two,
makes sense.
we have
That
Mark
makes sense. I like the way he worded that.
aka Invincible. The son
Invincible?
of Omni-Man, the most powerful superhero in the Image Comics universe, and a clear stand-in for Superman, Mark was raised for much of his life fully aware that
Invincible is a fire show, bro. Fire show, bro.
he was half human and half Viltrumite, but believing his father to be an icon of justice and peace for the world. Unfortunately for Mark, the Viltrumite Empire is actually dead set on conquering the universe, with Omni-Man actually supposed to be preparing the Earth for invasion by Viltrumite forces. Horrified at everything his father stands for, Mark wound up embracing his role as Invincible even more, using his Viltrumite strength to become one of the strongest heroes in his universe and becoming essentially an even more powerful version of Spider-Man. A teenager just trying to find a balance of living his life and protecting the people he cares about.
I honestly wouldn't say that that's a ripoff of Spider-Man. I don't know. I wouldn't say that that's a ripoff of Spider-Man. I feel like Invincible is his own character. Like, he was just how he is. I don't think he was inspired of Spider-Man. He might have been, but I don't think so.
Against villains that are incredibly personally connected to him. And if that doesn't sound like Spider-Man, I don't know what does. And finally, coming in at our top spot, we have Terry
Batman
McGinnis,
Beyond?
aka Batman Beyond. Now,
That show
Terry
was valid,
might be
too.
one of my
That show
favorite
definitely was
characters to
valid,
ever
too.
wear the mantle of Batman, but he definitely owes a lot of inspiration to Marvel's very own Wallcrawler. The Batman
I can
Beyond
see this
series came out after the success of the 90s Spider-Man animated series.
That
which
series
saw
was
Spider-Man
fire, too.
frequently fighting high-tech villains and laser weapons, alongside the comic book debut of Spider-Man 2099, a Spider-Man of the future. These futuristic settings, alongside turning Batman into a sarcastic teenage wisecracker, would become iconic in the Batman Beyond series and show how the 90s just might have been one of the greatest eras for both Batman and Spider-Man. That's all the time we have for today's video, so thank you all.
Hey, hope y'all enjoyed that video. We back with the daily uploads. I'm sorry for the lag. It ain't gonna happen again. We going crazy. I got some collabs coming soon too. So we gonna see how that goes on. It's your boy Sway. We out of here to the next video, man.
Doing what I'm supposed to. Why you
Click the wrong button.